And really a person should never, never despair. Even if there's a channel of panasah, of livelihood, that closed down, Hashem has other ways to go and send you the money. And this is compared to splitting of the sea, of Kriyas Yamsuf. That's the Gemara actually compares it to Parnasah, to Kriyas Yamsuf. Why? Because Kriyas Yamsuf, the splitting of the sea, came in the most impossible way. Like no one ever dreamed of the solution, right? So imagine you have the Egyptians chasing after you, and you're the desert on all sides, and then you have the ocean. And you know that God is going to save you. Would you ever think that God is going to split the sea? This was never done before. This would be never in your wildest dream would you think that this would be the resolution. You would think God would strike a plague. It would be a lightning bolt and it'll come down. A bunch of angels will come with a bunch of spears with huge muscles and scare the Egyptians away. You'll think about that, to split the sea? You'll never even think about that. Why would it even come in? And you know why it was done in a certain way? To show you, to teach the Jewish people a lesson. That Hashem has ways that even you cannot dream of. And if you're struggling with panasah, whether you're struggling with everything, Hashem has a way to save you. And to save you in a way that you can't even begin to dream of that way. The Rav Shach, which was the Rosh Yeshiva of Panovich, once had to take a bus to Tel Aviv. It was in Bnei Brak, he had to take the bus to Tel Aviv. There was a chinuch, there was a chinuch atzmai gathering. And the bus ride back then cost 10 agorot. Figure 10 cents each way. And the problem was they didn't get paid in months. They didn't get paid in about 6 months. They didn't have any money. So he went to the office and says, "Can I have 20 cents, please, so I could get to this asifa, to this gathering." And later somebody was walking with Rav Chatzkel, and they were going and saying, eventually the Panovich Yeshiva was able to have money and they were able to pay the salaries. And they were speaking to Rav Chatzkel over there, and they said, oh, Baruch Hashem, we have the money, we're getting paid. And the rabbi started crying. And he said, you know what? He says, yes, we're getting paid, but nothing was as good as those delicious months that I had nothing else to rely on other than bitachon. I didn't have anything else. All I had was my emunah and bitachon in God. And the rabbi says, how delicious was that? He says, I miss that to a certain extent. That's a level. That's a level where you enjoy that emunah and that bitachon. Meaning that many times we're stuck with difficult situations. And yes, we try to work on emunah, we try to work on a bitachon, and we try to go and build ourselves up. But we feel it as a sort of, okay, this emunah, this bitachon, this is going to get me through it. But maybe we could put a little bit of a twist on that. And instead of thinking that this is going to get me through it, appreciate that closeness that you have with Hashem. Appreciate that closeness that you have with HaKadosh Baruch Hu and be like, you know what, God, I have nothing. I'm stuck. I got nothing. All I have is you. But instead of feeling bad that all I have is you, I am so happy that all I have is you. It's a yasam, an orphan. They have an easier time relying on God because they have no one else to rely on to. On the flip side, they're also the ones that HaKadosh Baruch Hu listens to very, very quickly because of that aspect that they only rely on God. So meaning we could utilize this on such a powerful skula that when we realize that we have nothing else to rely on other than HaKadosh Baruch Hu, we'll be like, listen, I got nothing. All I have is you. There's a huge power, just like an orphan gets answered when he prays. Why? Or she prays. Why? Because they have nothing else. HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, I have to answer you. You're relying on me. So too, when we rely only on God, HaKadosh Baruch Hu goes and answers us.